In a world flooded with streaming content, few shows break through to become true global phenomena. Squid Game, the South Korean survival drama that premiered on Netflix in September 2021, did just that. The premise is chillingly simple. Hundreds of desperate, debt-ridden people compete in childhood games for a life-changing cash prize. The catch? Losing means death. Squid Game's appeal goes beyond its suspenseful plot. It's a mirror to our anxieties about money, fairness, and the widening gap between rich and poor. The show's childlike visuals, pastel tracksuits, giant playgrounds, clash with brutal violence, making its message unforgettable. By turning innocent childhood games into deadly contests, Squid Game forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about human nature and survival. It became a worldwide sensation, blending nail-biting thrills with sharp social commentary, and proved that powerful stories can transcend language and culture. As we dive deeper, we'll explore the story, characters, and themes that made Squid Game a cultural reset. At the heart of Squid Game lies a chilling premise that captivates and disturbs in equal measure. The story centers around Seong Gi-hun, a struggling and deeply sympathetic father, burdened by immense financial debt and desperate for a way out. He finds himself drawn into a mysterious and highly secretive competition, alongside 455 other individuals, all grappling with their own dire circumstances. The contestants are lured in by the promise of an enormous fortune, a life-altering sum of money that could solve all their problems. The challenge? To survive 6 days of seemingly simple children's games. But there's a horrifying twist. Losing isn't just a matter of disappointment, it means certain and brutal death. The first game, a seemingly innocent round of red light, green light, very quickly reveals the truly deadly stakes of the competition, shattering any illusions of safety. Players are eliminated in a shocking and merciless fashion, demonstrating the true cost of failure. As the number of players dwindles, the prize money escalates with each elimination, becoming an even more tantalizing and desperate goal. This ever-increasing reward fuels tension, paranoia, and inevitable betrayal among a diverse cast of characters, including a disgraced banker seeking redemption, a North Korean defector yearning for a better life, an elderly man clinging to hope in his final days, and a ruthless gangster willing to do anything to win. The entire operation is overseen by the enigmatic frontman, a figure shrouded in mystery, and enforced by an army of masked guards, turning the games into a brutal psychological battleground, where trust is a luxury, and survival is the only objective. The games relentlessly test the players' morality, forcing them to make impossible choices and forge fragile alliances. The guards, stripped of their individuality and identities, enforce the rules with a chilling efficiency and unwavering obedience, highlighting the dehumanizing nature of the game. As the games progress and the stakes become higher, the suspense builds to unbearable levels, fueled not just by the graphic violence but also by the profound emotional and ethical dilemmas that the players are forced to confront at every turn. Ultimately, Squid Game's plot delivers a relentless and intensely suspenseful ride, compelling viewers to constantly question their own values and consider what they themselves would be capable of in such a desperate situation. Beneath the surface thrills and captivating plot twists, Squid Game delivers a powerful and scathing critique of modern capitalism and the ever-widening chasm of economic inequality. It holds a mirror to society, reflecting uncomfortable truths about our world. The contestants, each with their own story of hardship, are ultimately victims of a system that seems to offer no real or viable escape from crushing debt and pervasive poverty. They are trapped in a cycle. They are forced into a deadly game of meritocracy, a twisted reflection of the cutthroat competition that defines the outside world. The game exposes the brutal reality of a system where only a few can truly succeed. The show chillingly explores how desperation can erode one's humanity, pushing individuals to betray even their closest friends and abandon their deeply held moral principles in a desperate fight for survival. It's a dog-eat-dog world, amplified to the extreme. The Marbles episode, a particularly heart-wrenching segment, forces allies to turn on each other in a cruel twist of fate, serving as a gut-wrenching example of how relentless competition can ultimately destroy empathy and compassion. The bonds of friendship are shattered under the immense pressure. The suffering endured by the contestants is not merely a means for survival, it's also a form of entertainment, callously consumed by wealthy VIPs, a chilling and disturbing metaphor for how the struggles and misfortunes of the poor often become a spectacle for the amusement of the rich and privileged. The contestants are stripped of their identities, losing their names and becoming mere numbers, while the guards remain faceless enforcers, highlighting the pervasive dehumanization inherent in the system, affecting both the oppressed and those who enforce the oppression. Even when presented with a choice to leave the game, a significant number of contestants return, trapped by their dire circumstances and lack of alternatives, powerfully illustrating that free will can often be a cruel illusion for those burdened by economic desperation and crippling poverty. Squid Game's underlying message is stark and clear. For a significant portion of the population, the system is inherently rigged against them, and the concept of real, meaningful choice is often a luxury that they simply cannot afford. Ultimately, the series forces us, as viewers, to confront the uncomfortable and harsh realities of deep-seated inequality and the pervasive illusion of fairness that permeates modern society. Squid Game's creator, Hwang Dong-hyuk, conceived the story in 2008, inspired by his own financial struggles and Japanese survival manga. He imagined a Korean twist-deadly versions of simple childhood games, contrasting innocence with brutality. Studios rejected his script for years, calling it too violent and risky. The rise of Netflix changed everything, as the platform sought bold, global stories. Netflix saw the relevance in Hwang's vision, and gave him the freedom to create a 9-episode series, allowing for deep character and theme exploration. Hwang directed and wrote every episode, ensuring his vision remained intact. The show's vibrant visuals and surreal sets were meticulously crafted to heighten its unsettling tone. Squid Game's journey from rejected script to global blockbuster is a testament to creative perseverance and the changing landscape of entertainment. Squid Game's release in September 2021 sparked a global frenzy, topping Netflix charts in over 90 countries and becoming its most-watched series ever. Social media exploded with memes, challenges, and fan recreations, especially the red light, green light doll, and honeycomb candy game. The show's symbols and costumes became instant icons, dominating Halloween and inspiring viral trends. Interest in Korean culture soared, with viewers exploring more K-dramas, learning Korean, and trying dalgona candy at home. Even the contestants' white slip-on shoes saw a sales boom. Real-life Squid Game events and YouTube recreations blurred the line between fiction and reality. The show's universal themes and striking visuals made it a cultural ambassador, fueling the Korean wave worldwide. Squid Game proved that a story rooted in one culture can resonate everywhere if it taps into shared human fears and hopes. Squid Game's success was a financial windfall for Netflix, generating nearly $900 million in value from a modest $21 million budget. It validated Netflix's strategy of investing in international content, sparking a surge in global demand for Korean dramas and films. Competing platforms rushed to fund K-content, pouring billions into new projects and boosting Korea's creative industry. The show's branding power was immense. Merchandise, pop-up events, and themed experiences appeared worldwide. Squid Game became more than a show. It was a brand, driving new revenue streams and shaping Netflix's future investments. The series shattered the myth that American audiences wouldn't watch subtitled content, opening doors for diverse global storytelling. Netflix doubled down on Korean content, making it a blueprint for future international hits. Squid Game's legacy is a new era of global, cross-cultural entertainment. Despite its acclaim, Squid Game faced criticism for its graphic violence, with concerns about desensitization and its impact on young viewers. Schools reported children imitating the games, prompting warnings about age-appropriate viewing and parental responsibility. Some critics argued the show, while critiquing capitalism, became a commercial spectacle itself, mirroring the VIPs who watched suffering for entertainment. Debates arose about representation, with some feeling female and foreign characters were underdeveloped or stereotyped. These controversies sparked important conversations about media responsibility, ethics, and nuanced storytelling. While not diminishing its impact, the criticism pushed creators to consider how stories are told and consumed globally. Squid Game's success and backlash highlight the complexities of making meaningful mass-appeal entertainment. Squid Game made history at the 2022 Emmys, marking a significant milestone for international television. Becoming the first non-English series nominated for Outstanding Drama, a category traditionally dominated by English-language productions. This nomination alone was a victory, and winning 6 awards, a testament to its widespread appeal and critical acclaim. The show resonated deeply with audiences and critics alike, including Best Actor and Best Director, recognizing the outstanding performances and visionary direction that brought the story to life. Its critical acclaim cemented its place in television history, forever changing the landscape of streaming television, and signaled a shift in what global audiences and awards value, opening doors for more international content to be recognized on a global scale. Netflix expanded the universe with Squid Game: The Challenge, capitalizing on the show's popularity and creating a new avenue for engagement, a reality competition show that drew millions of viewers, eager to witness real people facing challenges inspired by the fictional series, and reignited global buzz, proving that the Squid Game phenomenon was far from over. Social media platforms were flooded with discussions and reactions. Some found it ironic, a curious twist in the show's narrative. A real-life contest based on a show critiquing such spectacles, highlighting the complex relationship between entertainment and reality. But it proved the concept's enduring appeal, demonstrating the power of the Squid Game brand. With Season 2 confirmed, and the return of Gi-hun, the protagonist who captivated audiences worldwide, anticipation is sky-high for the next chapter, as fans eagerly await the continuation of his story and the unfolding of new mysteries. Squid Game's evolution from a one-off series to a franchise, complete with spin-offs and merchandise, shows the power of its world and themes, resonating with viewers on a profound level. The show's blend of primal competition and social critique, examining the depths of human nature, made it addictive and thought-provoking, sparking countless discussions and analyses. It forced viewers to reflect on fairness, morality, and the value of life, prompting introspection and challenging societal norms, turning entertainment into a global conversation, transcending cultural boundaries and uniting audiences in shared reflection. Squid Game's ultimate legacy? What will it be remembered for in the years to come? A dark reflection of our world, exposing the vulnerabilities and inequalities that exist within our societies. And proof that audiences everywhere are ready to confront uncomfortable truths, embracing stories that challenge their perspectives and spark meaningful dialogue.